sound of the alarm clock, the state-run telescreen, the same commercial spots. Get my chip up at the cabinet doors to open them. Reporting in for daily dose of dystopium. Haven't dreamt a thing again since 16 years, ever since the first symptoms started to appear. At the rate that peeps were dying, we thought the end was near. How many of us left to me is still unclear. I taste the chemicals as I take a cup of water. I'm glad dystopium makes me forget about my daughter. Or did it? My mind feels so vivid. I feel emotions coming up, I hope the lenses didn't. Almost freedom labor time, guards will pick me up. They might search my house again, I hear my door unlocked, but they open up, scan my chip, escort me to the truck. Freedom labor, I can't believe somebody made this up. On my way to the working block, a 14-hour shift. I hear propaganda in the truck about the freedom chip. Propaganda, another word I can't remember when the last time was I used it. Was probably around December 2017, after the start of the pandemic. I'm not supposed to have these thoughts, I feel a bit frantic. The senses best not sense my tension nor my state of panic. I censor and suppress it, try to make the pressure vanish. If freedom guards or lenses register that I'm not thoughtless, I know they snatch and grab me and then take me to be processed. No one knows what goes on in those processing facilities. Torture, maybe death might be too likely possibilities. The few I knew made it through this deadly disease were one by one snatched and grabbed and none were released. Global government took over, all freedom searched to seize. The chip was mandatory and the oligarchs were pleased. Welcome to dystopia, where the old seeing state is controlling ya. Emotions and dissent are strictly forbidden. Dystopium is given so you will not see the prison. Listen, now you're living in dystopia, where the lenses of the state are looking over ya. Thoughts and rebellion are strictly forbidden. Dystopium is given so you won't escape the prison. I arrive at work, get off the truck and stand in line for the second dose. I hope it feels to work again this time. Having deeper thoughts is considered as a crime, but words cross my mind like H7 and 9. They said the outbreak started at a tribe called the Maori, but I knew it was developed at a military laboratory. It soon became a pandemic of the 5th category. The CDC helped spread it, but that's another story. I'm next to guards, inject my neck, I try to look the numbers. Good thing these idiots are selected by their dumbness. Could it be I had developed dystopium immunity? I'm back at the conveyor belt to avoid the extra scrutiny. All day assembling metal parts using different wrenches. Freedom guards patrolling by and I'm right below their lenses. At the shift's end there might be a small window of time when alone to clean the engine room behind the production line. There's a ventilation shaft that I could possibly escape in. My brain's racing, telling me to stay patient. Right at the point I check if the ventilation is unlocked, a guard grips my shoulder and says you need to come with us. I'm escorted out the back through an off-limits door. Later in an elevator they press the code to a top floor. We arrive at another door with guards on each side. They scan my chip and retina and say ID verified. In the intercom one says, sir, your guess has been delivered. Wary of what's going down, I start to get the shivers. As I wait, I anticipate the interrogation that's ahead, and for how long they will torture me before I end up dead. An older man opens up and says, I'll take it from here. The black marble we walk upon reflects the golden chandeliers. Books and painters interspersed with windows left and right. A massive double door is guarded by medieval harness knights. Welcome to dystopia, where the old seeing state is controlling ya. Emotions and dissent are strictly forbidden. Dystopium is given so you will not see the prison. Listen, now you're living in dystopia, where the lenses of the state are looking over ya. Thoughts and rebellion are strictly forbidden. Dystopium is given so you won't escape the prison. The doors open towards me, there's a congress room behind it. Senior freedom central guards close the doors and I'm reminded by the heavy guns they carry to escape. I won't be able, many men away to face me from behind a conference table. I sit down on the center chair in this room shaped like a hexagon. One man stands up and says, welcome to the upper echelon. Now before I tell you the reason why we brought you here, I will first tell you who we are to make it much more clear. You are now inside a room barely anyone has ever seen. These 12 men and me are known as the Council of 13. We stem from family lineages of influence and wealth, whose powers were consolidated through cunningness and stealth. The other 12 stared with a grave expression as I listened. He continued telling me how they got in this position. Through corporate power we monopolize entire industries, kept power within the blood by intermarrying for centuries. Global financiers, industrialists and oil barons. We started ruling governments by private central banking. We already dominated the established media or press, which let us hide the fact we became the system architects. Orchestrating conflicts, many sides of wars we funded, hand-picked politicians, presidents and pundits. Atrocities we inflicted, we brought the war on terrorism, pushed fear on television to put the people in submission. After taking their freedom, phased out the cash payments. The danger of the virus got them ready for enslavement. The pharmacological method of the dystopium we gave them got them in line for chip placement and ready for enslavement. With help of our Freemason banks, our nations and corporations, we gave the UN the okay for a one-world government creation. The man leaned on the table and with bigger eyes began to say, I'm about to tell you why you're here this very day. Welcome to dystopia, where the all-seeing state is controlling ya. Emotions and dissent are strictly forbidden. Dystopium is given, so you will not see the prison. Listen, now you're living in dystopia, where the lenses of the state are looking over ya. Thoughts and rebellion are strictly forbidden. Dystopium is given, so you won't escape the prison. The reason we brought you here is other than you expected. We've monitored you for years, and you've been carefully selected. It's likely that you felt today's dystopium had failed, and how subversive thoughts of dissent is what this has entailed. Our control is in decline, more are arrested every day. You see, the global government took the common enemy away. Now we need a new terrorist, a new enemy of the state, a rebel towards who our slaves will direct their fear and hate. Now that you know the truth, we all have so much more to fear. To become the state's adversary is exactly why you're here. You want to resort to aggression, I can tell from your expression, but the extended time release date will kick in any second. He's right, I want to get up to rush him, crush him, jump him, bang his head until the window breaks, hang him out to dump him. But I can't seem to move my legs as if I'm paralyzed. I push the chair away and the room gets blurry in my eyes. From below, the blackness quickly creeps up in my vision. Right before I pass out, I hit the floor in a collision.
Dystopium Plus. This upgraded thought and emotion remover is now available with inhalers and syringes in 8 different colors for your entire family. It comes with a carrying case for suppressing those irritating emotions when on the road. Dystopium Plus. Superficial thoughts, emotion free.